mic setup different. I just don't feel like I'm loud enough. But then again, I am playing Mini Motorways, which is not the loudest game that has ever been played, ever. So I think I'll be fine no matter what here. Although maybe I need to be a little precarious about how I park this. Because right now, I can't actually see Twitch chat at all. I can see YouTube chat, but I can't see Twitch chat. But anyways, what's poppin', VOD watchers? Welcome back to another VOD. Today's Mini Motorways. Reason why is because I just didn't feel like getting into Yakuza today. Alright, Yakuza 0 was the winner of the poll. And as cool and swag as Yakuza 0 is, also, it's a bit of a big commitment. You know? I've really gotta feel ready to jump in. And I don't feel like that right now. So I'm stalling. that's what this entire stream is, just stalling. But it's alright. Yesterday I was kinda angry. Alright, came in a little bit of a bad mood. But I'm gonna hope that things maybe go a little bit better. Just take a chill pill for this stream. Settle back into what I need to be doing. Settle back into streaming. You know, and just see how things shake out. Alright, well there goes the music. And here, this should go in. I was thinking whether or not I should have music on Mini Motorways. But I feel like I'll be okay. I might not be, but I feel like I'll be okay. Alright, let's maybe start with Cairns. Huh? What's this? Can't imagine how bad this would be. Huh? Cairns. Australia. Hey. Oh, I love kangaroo. I went to not yesterday. On Mother's Day, I went to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh fuck. Would you believe it if I loaded up a game before stream and it just didn't fucking show me the shit? It just didn't fucking show me like it didn't show me like the total. What word am I looking for? Alright, search deep within thyself. It didn't show me the entire UI. Like I loaded it up and like the little clock didn't show up. A little fucked up, to be honest. But it seems okay right there. I'm a little big, but I think you could say that about me in real life. I'm getting a little self-conscious about it. I'm okay. There's no food in my house, so eventually I'm gonna starve. Alright, apparently my mom went to the grocery store, which is so swag, except for the part where somehow, for lunch, all that remains are, ham and cheese sandwich, which notably is what I had yesterday. And don't get me wrong, it's so cool to have food, because normally, like in my apartment, I'll just snack and I'll eat dog shit. I can do that here, but the issue is that the only reason there's dog shit in the pantry to eat is because it's not good enough for the other glutton who lives here to consume. So it's kind of like a filter in a way. If it's in the pantry and it's not currently being eaten, alright, so there's no clip on it, then that means it's probably mid as fuck. Alright, and so I think I'll lose weight, which is odd because I lost weight when I moved out because I just wasn't buying as much like dog shit. But I would like to lose weight. It'd be pretty swag if that would happen. You know, getting a little uncomfortable with my size. Then again, I'm still better off than how I used to be. I went to the gym for like a couple months, years ago, eons ago, and ever since then, okay, this sucks, hold on. And ever since then, I've been able to, I'm less of a XL and more of a large now, which is so swag. It's so swag to like go down a shirt size. Alright, how the fuck do I want to do this? Because this is terrible. This is AIDS. Alright. And then here. How would I do this? I think, hear me out, you round about this. And then you go here. And you have all of these goobers go here because they want to get over here, and you have all the other ones go through here. I can't imagine this is gonna go well. Truly, I can't. I could go around. I could go the long way. I could go like this. You know, that doesn't look stupid at all. No siree, Bob. And then we just go like around. You know, throughout every stream, there's a little bit of just me being silly and me like being like, ooh, overcomplicating things. But I feel like this might actually be terrible. I don't even think this is my fault. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I've done anything wrong here. This is just terrible placement. This is just hard. This is just rough. But anyways, we're so back. We're so back. Oh, there it goes. Honk. But no, I am a little worried. I guess I'm a little worried about Yakuza. Let me pull up the poll, if you will. Oh my god, my friend's going to Germany. My friend's going to Germany and we can't hang out because there's no anime movie. Oh, alright, let me pull up announcements here. Let me pull up main monitor. Go! Alright, and so I'll look at the votes. I'll look at who voted. And like, I'm just a little worried. You know, I never see Lodge, I never see Pedro, I never see Shijing, I never see Maria. Smilo's been here a little bit. And so a bulk of maybe the votes are from people that I don't really see too often. 9 souls would have been a good thing. That would have been cool. But, you know, then again, it's not like anybody's being shut up here. I'm just a little worried about how well Yakuza is going to go. But that's what I get for having a poll. If things don't go well, I can just not. Alright, nobody can stop me. Nobody's gonna force me at gunpoint to play Yakuza 0. However, it'd be nice if things went well. You know, having a bunch of people who just sit in my Discord server and vote for the game they want to see and then never watch it would be really bad. That'd be really unfortunate, and I would rather that not happen. However, I feel as though I don't have that much agency over the damn thing. Tiles. But yeah, I don't know. I think the reason I'm worried is because for I think what the past week before yesterday and maybe today, streams have been going maybe alarmingly well, uncomfortably so. And at some point, you know, it may just boop, you just be like, oh, yep, not happening anymore. It's possible. But I suppose I'll just shake it and find out. I can't be meta without information because then it comes off like speculation and insanity, which is not something I'm averse to do because I've done it before. I'll do it again. All right, I will make sweeping judgments based off a little to no information. All right, I love doing that. All right, it's my favorite thing to do in the entire world. It's so awesome and cool and swag. However, it may or may not be in my best interest to hold out until I have actual proof that I can use against people. Like, you know, it's like in a detective game where you have like all the ideas down, but you don't have any of the evidence, and you're just kind of waiting for something to happen because the game won't let you just make basic conjecture. I am talking about Phoenix Wright, by the way. I am just describing the average playthrough of Phoenix Wright. Because that's essentially half the game. Half the game of Phoenix Wright is sitting around with your dick in your hand, waiting for evidence that's going to prove what you already know, and the other half is wondering what the fuck were the writers thinking. You have no idea what's going on. Which is fun and cool, other than the fact that it's also a visual novel. And that's the reason I've never beat the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which is kind of, it's by the same, it's Phoenix Wright, but without Phoenix Wright, right? It's Phoenix Wright, but without the guy in the blue suit. Maybe I should use my tunnels here, because this is getting pretty rough. We might need... I could go here. No, it gets... There we go. This might help. This might be better. And now we're rerouting certain people certain ways. Again, not a massive fan of how all the blue people need to travel across this path. If there's a way I could get them through, that would be swag. But I don't think that's the case. Like, if I cut this, how are we gonna do here? Well, I could still do this. I didn't really want that. I don't know how to use traffic lights. Alright, something about them, it's just hard to use them. Alright, even if I put this here, I don't know what's gonna happen. Alright. But everything seems to be working absolutely fine. Trinity Bay. I don't know what Trinity Bay is. I don't really have a preeminent interest in Australia. No shade, obviously, to Australia as a nation, but it's one of those things where, like, you know, in middle school, all the weird kids are like super into. You watch one oversimplified video and you try and claim that knowledge as your own. Talking about the fucking emo war or some bullshit. And I think I watched a couple of Australian politics videos, but the only thing I really learned from those was that Australia's kind of fucked. But I'm gonna be honest, that's not really as helpful as you think it might be. You know what I mean? Ooh, this country's having a hard time. No shit, man. Anything else? Can I? What's up, guy who likes the game? The real Yodam is back. What's up, guy who likes the game? How's it rocking? How is it going, dude? I got bad news. I got bad news about the whole Yodam situation. Been good? That's great. How do I want to do this? Hold on. Before one more of these fucking houses pop out of the ground and inconvenience me. Oh yeah. Definitely can't imagine that happening. Yodam has been banned from the stream. It has come to my attention from people who have been ducking the stream ever since and making me regret my decision slightly, that maybe unbanning Yodam was a bad idea, considering how at no point did he admit to the whole killing the dog thing. He did. I forgot about this because it had been a while, but other people didn't forget. The reason he was banned from the Discord initially was because he said a racial slur, and I did forget that. I did forget that when I unbanned him. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot until I was reminded of it. And so, might not be the best idea. What's up, Kenta? I was speaking poorly about you. I was speaking poorly about you, by the way. Glad that you're here. I was talking shit. What's your fave game from any video game? My favorite game from any video game? Ooh. I know so many of them. It's hard to say, really. Other than the part where I'm afraid I don't know. Yes. I meant quote. I don't know. I don't really have one. But no, Kenta is one of the people who informed me that I should definitely 100% ban Yodam, and then he stopped being as involved in the streams. So that's cool. It really feels like I shot myself in the foot, and then all the people that encouraged me to do so just kind of dipped. But I don't bear any resentment for that at all in the slightest. You know, I am not some guy who would hold minor resentments about various things. That's just beneath me. That's beneath me. I wouldn't do that. Okay? Can you imagine a world in which I do that? No, I can't either. Exactly. All right, we're fine. No, I didn't touch him. The guy who likes the game said something. Said something negative. I think he told me to kill myself. Or kill yourself. So, I don't know, maybe. I didn't ban him. What's the stream elements thing again? What did you get yourself banned for? A guy likes the game. He may very well be Yodam's ult, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, hold on here. Hold on here. He'll be unbanned in like 60 seconds. He's fine. He's fine. I'm more worried about his existence, I suppose. This is Yodam though, right? Is it? Do you want me to ban him too? Or do you not know? Do you want me to ban him too? Are you going to continue being in the stream, or are you going to leave even more? It's a line from Rain World. I think you told me to kill myself. What do I have it set to? Hold on. Modules, banned words, spam filters. This is by Stream Elements, right? I've never left. What the fuck are you on about? It's by Stream Elements. What do I have here? Is it banned words? Why do I not see that? Hold on. Default commands, modules, counters. I don't know how you're getting banned. I don't know. Stream Elements banned you for saying some shit, for telling me to kill myself, for you telling me to kill myself, but I don't know where it is. Like, in the Stream Elements page. I'm looking at it right now, and I don't see anything, which is weird. I said mine is to go kill yourself. Oh, yeah. I knew what you got. The thing is, I know what you got banned for. The problem is that I now have no idea. Oh, because I'm on YouTube. Because I'm on YouTube. That makes sense, actually. Hold on. Hold on a minute. That's because I was on YouTube this whole time. There we go. That's what'll do it. That's what'll do it. Oopsies. Yeah, I know you told me to kill myself. I just tried to find the actual bot and see what's going on. Yep, there we go.
A body has been discovered!
Thank you very much, Gonzo's body, for being discovered. There we go. Yeah, this is what you got banned for. Alright? If you say kill yourself, go fuck yourself for your shit. Bad things do happen, unfortunately. But it is, it is how it is. It is how it is. Let me actually play the game now. That'd be swag. Anyways, that didn't go too hot. What's up, Gonzo? Welcome back to the stream. Let's see. I could do the new challenge from Lisbon, but what if I try again really, really, really hard and do Moscow? We can say your shit. Why? I feel like you're not typing right because what you said just doesn't make sense. Alright, it's because hateful speech is mean and rude. Alright. Anyways, I'm addicted to the Rain World and free food. Have not played Rain World, although I do think I own it. Free food is nice though. I'm also a big fan of that. Fuck hateful speech, let's be loving. You're literally the meanest person ever. You're mean to me all the time, and you've never supported me. What's this game about? You gotta get the people here all the way over there. And then at a point, everything fucks up. You own Rain World? I'm pretty sure I do. Hold on, let me pull it up. If anything goes bad, I'm blaming you guys. Yeah, I do own Rain World, but I don't own any of the DLCs. No, that's not true. I own Downpour. So I do own Rain World. It is real. Think. Alright, we're back. Hold on. Hello. See? There we go. I got this right here. I don't think I own most of the DLC. But then again, I can't really be sure. Okay, no, I own Downpour, but I don't own the Watcher. One of these days I'll get to it. One of these days I'll get to Rain World. It's just, it's been one of those things that I just haven't gotten to. There we go. Rain World is about a rat dying in hundreds of horrific ways. Uh-huh. That doesn't sound very awesome sauce at all. That sounds very sad and lame. Cringe. But no, I do hear good things about it. I'd like to try it sometime. But right now, I'm getting back into playing Marvel Rivals, which means I'm not going to make any progress on literally anything for the next foreseeable several years. Like, I was meant to be playing Resident Evil 2, and now I'm just never going to do that. Although, in my defense, it's because the game's mildly annoying. Alright, in my defense, it's not my fault. I am so loving and supporting. I think I mentioned this previously. Alright, but it was so very rare that I'll do something on stream and that I'll get a, wow, this is a really cool thing that you've done here from an established chatter. And that does include you, Kenta. It's normally from new people in the fold. Alright, and so oftentimes it doesn't really feel like that, which is probably why so many decisions get made that you're like, wow, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Let's move this here. It's not a you have no one to blame for yourself situation, but yourself situation, although I think maybe you do have a part in it. Alright, let's get moving here. How do I want to carve this up? I will 100% be there for the eventual Rain World stream. Alright, hold on, and let me open my sticky note of information and knowledge. If you ever did something bad, I would never be that mean about it. My problem isn't that if I've ever done something bad, you'd be that mean about it. It's that if I do something good, you're never that supportive about it. Alright? If I choose not to beat my kid, that's only half of parenting. It's the same thing here. Yeah, so this is my current, oh, you can't see it. This is my current sticky note. I have a bunch of games that are a pain in the ass to deal with. All right, they're all a little less than 2 streams, which is annoying. I need to start Yakuza 0. I have some notes. I have some events that won't happen. So Rain World is on here now, alongside all of these other ones. This is an unorganized list, by the way. I'll probably never play Half-Life, but I do own it. So if you have any other recommendations, hit me up. And if I own the game, then it goes on the list. If I don't own the game, then get a ton of people to be like, hey, you should play this game, and then it'll go on the list through virtue of my bank account. I am poor, but that does not stop me from doing anything before. How would I do this? This just feels a little silly, but you know, it'll happen. There we go. Not silly in the slightest. This is serious business. Why is French Game not on there? Because I don't own Claire Obscuro. I don't own the game. It's one of those things where I have so many games that I need to play, it would be better for me to not buy it. Alright, in terms of RPGs, I think I own a couple. I wish I could sort by like... I wish I could sort by genre. Hold on, let me find the 18 plus tab in my games and then I'll scroll through it on Steam. Right, I have a bunch. I need to beat a lot of these. Like I never finished Shin Megami Tensei 3 or 5, by the way. I'd like to beat Nier Automata. I need to play Gris. Let's see. I need to beat Resident Evil 2. Do I have a JRPG I need to beat? The odds are high. I just don't know where they are. I want to beat Catherine. I think I have a Final Fantasy game in here too. Alright, Ghost Trick. I have just a bunch of stuff to play and a bunch of stuff to beat. And it is a little absurd of me to be like, oh yeah, alright, I need to beat some games in my backlog. Because let's be honest, nobody ever does that. But, you know, it's a little too expensive. It's the same reason I don't own Baldur's Gate, and I probably never will. It's really expensive for a game that takes a long time when I have other games that take a long time as well that I need to beat. Well, I was hoping to maybe send you a game or something during the summer sale, since that would be soon. What's up, Jackson? Isn't there a site that reads your Steam library and randomly picks a random one? Maybe, it's possible. I could do that as an idea. I am interested, but I guess that only is, it depends, right, on picking a game. Because if I have the game, the odds that I'll play it on stream are not even that high. I need to find a way to deal with this. This is getting bad. There we go. They're not even that high. However, they are infinitely higher than if I don't own the game. It depends on how Yakuza goes. Because for those of you, I mentioned this earlier, but for those of you who don't know, right, let me pull this up on stream. Muubody Inc. Main monitor. Yakuza was voted 75223 for what game you want to see on stream. Alright, people wanted Yakuza. But when you look at Yakuza, and you look at the people who voted for Yakuza, you see people like Jiggle, who's never on stream. You see people like Pedro, who are never on stream. You see people like Lodge, who are never on stream. Smilo's new, so I'm not gonna have Smilo shit, alright? I hope Smilo pops in. I love this guy, alright? He's new. Gokitra's on stream, Jack's on stream. But you know, you look at some people like these, and in essence, if Yakuza goes poorly, and I don't see these people while I stream Yakuza, which they will have ample time to do, then I may never do a poll again, because it feels as though my Discord is being held hostage by these kind of ghost voters. You know, if people are voting for a game and they're not like in the streams watching it, then their votes should actually be a negative. All right, they're less than worthless because they dilute what is actually important. And I think the only way to deal with that would be, one, to have a regular role. I don't know how Nightbot does it. I need to figure that out. I said I would, and then I never did. Or to just do things on my own from now on and just pick the games that I'm interested in playing. All right. I wish my computer could run Baldur's Gate, but I just don't know. I haven't even downloaded it. I haven't even looked. Just play like 30 minutes of it on stream and then swap to another one of the game. Every half hour you swap. I couldn't do that. 30 minutes? I'll spend 30 minutes on a tangent. Alright, if we're operating on 30 minutes, then I'll never actually finish anything. Alright, anyone who's interested in any game will just be like, damn, alright, this asshole's back at it again. Alright. There we go, let's pause here. At least I was actually there to vote this time. I am happy that I saw votes though. I'm gonna give you BG3 and you're gonna play it with me, even if it's at gunpoint. I could play it with you off stream. I don't know, or on your stream, but I just don't know about my stream because I don't know about the game. Alright, I don't know about the game. And also it's a really big commitment. That's honestly how my streams have been. Jackson, I swear to you, one of these days I'll catch your streams, man. The times that you are free to stream and the time that I am free to go hang out with my friends always intersect. Alright, today, or last time you streamed, I was trying to watch Conclave. Didn't work out because they didn't want to watch Conclave, so we watched Strong Wick instead. But it just, you know, I have your notice on, as with God as my witness and the new Pope as my guarantor. I will be there one day. Just an idea, lol. Alright, wanted to pop in and say hi. Alright, bye Gonzo. Thanks for popping in, I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you have a good afternoon and evening. I'm gonna go to your house in June. I'll be there. Alright, watch out. Some people may be like, wow, that's a weird thing for him to say, but it's true. It's true. I am going to do this. Alright, Muubody will be taking a break in June to go down to Florida. It will be swag. Have a good time. You caught my stream more than anyone, so don't feel bad. I'm just letting you know. I don't feel bad because I'm busy. But I am letting you know. I don't want you to feel bad. Alright, although that doesn't go for anyone else here. If anyone here misses the stream, don't feel bad. You're not obligated to watch. July, dumbass? I forgot. They're the same month, basically. If anyone here misses my stream, don't feel bad, though. Unless you're voting for a game and the game happens and then you don't watch it. Then you should feel really bad. Because you fucking deserve to feel bad, alright? However, on like a normal circumstance, don't feel bad, alright? Perfectly fine. I never want people to feel obligated. Alright, you should never be like, oh my god, I have to watch the Moo stream because he's gonna be so sad if I don't go. You're so mean. No, I am standing strong on this. If you vote for a game to be played on stream and the game is played on stream and you don't show up, not only are you taking that spot away from a game that people that will show up actually want to see, and also I'm expecting, you know what? Something in my head. You know, and it sounds like I'm gonna cry or that I'm sick. That's not true. All right. For some reason, despite the fact that I got 7 votes on playing Yakuza 0, I don't think I'm gonna have minimum 7 viewers, which is weird because you would think if they voted for it, they wanted to see it. All right. And so for all of the other people that shift in and out of stream and they're looking for a game, for all the people that wanted to watch Nine Souls or Nier Automata, or for Kenta and Gonzo, who I think are the only ones that voted for Mass Effect. Alright, instead of having these people who I know I can trust to appear in stream regularly, if you're voting for a game and you don't show up, you are a blight. Okay? Mosquitoes and wasps have better impacts on the environment than you do on the stream. Alright? So, that's a little... yeah. That's my thing. I've always been curious about Mass Effect. I hear it's good, but that's all I got. That's all I know. I just own the Legendary Edition. And I was willing to. It's like an 18-hour game, which would make it about 6 streams. Yakuza, however, is I think about 31, so that's about 11 streams. These guys... okay. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna... and then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. Okay, so now the whites should have an easier time getting to where they need to go. The problem is that you have the purple guy over here, and he can't get over here effectively. I can make a new bridge, and that might just be fine. However, you're gonna have to ride on established roads to do it. And that's what worries me. Gonna have to go all the way down here. This isn't that bad. Anyways, Are you going to ban them from Discord, purple guy? I'm not going to ban them from Discord, because sometimes they'll, maybe, honestly. Perhaps. Well, that's not true, because the whole idea of, like, fiending for followers is the idea that, like, because, you know, I'm happy when somebody follows the stream, even if they're not there all the time, and the reason for that is because as long as they see me live, you know, there's an off chance that they appear once again. And so it's kind of the long game. Like, sometimes people will come out from a very long time ago and they'll be like, oh, you know, how's the stream going? Shit like that. And that's kind of the end goal. That's why I say, oh, please follow. And not, please continue watching for a long amount of time. Not only because of that, and because it's a better, like, slogan and premise. I don't want to do this. There we go. But honestly, maybe. I could. It just depends. It just depends. I might. Who knows? I think me and Shijing play Repo occasionally though, so I'll give her gruff. Alright, I'll go complain about it, and then either two things will happen. She'll pop up into the streams, or we'll never play Repo again. And meh. Either thing could happen. It's impossible to know. And here's the thing, right? They could pop in the streams and just not chat. It's entirely possible, because I know there are some people that watch the streams and they just don't talk. Alright. I'd like to assume that I know literally everyone who pops in stream, but I don't. Unless you chat, I don't know that you're here. Which I think is how most people like it, and I would never take away that agency from someone. However, it does make things hard to keep track. You know? And so, just chatting in the chat after chatting in the chat, wow, how brave I am to say these words. I'm so philosophical in nature. Just, you know, shows to support the game that you wanted to vote for. But either way, right, it's all hogwash. Maybe everyone will show up to Yakuza, and I'll have a bunch of viewers. Alright? It's too early to say anything. It's too early to make baseless conjecture. Just have to wait and see. Alright. Here's the thing, I'm kind of aiming for 1,000, and this is kind of a pain in the ass. So I need this to hurry up. Okay, I think I'm running out of space and room and everything else. Let's do this. Oh, I don't have a motorway. What is happening here? What's going on? I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. I don't think I'm gonna make it, I'll be honest. Yeah, fuck this, dude. Oh my god. Hey man, I'm gonna put a big ass fucking factory next to all your homes. And shit's gonna go bad. Listen, alright, you wanna know a pro tip? You wanna know something really cool and swag about the world and the way it works? Hold on, I'm pulling up a picture on Google. Alright, you wanna know the reason they don't put a fucking Walmart here? Alright? Because that shit would happen here. The reason they don't put a fucking Walmart here is because it wouldn't work traffic-wise. And so if you're spawning a fucking Walmart in the midst of all of these homes, then yeah, traffic's gonna back up, dumbasses. Alright? I don't understand why they do this. It makes me angry. Well, these people like Elite Triathlete actually have a job, so he is busy. Listen, I am not condemning people for not watching the stream. Alright, they're totally chill. Again, don't feel obligated. Unless, of course, you voted for a specific game and that game gets chosen. In which case, you are obligated at gunpoint. Damn it. You know, you don't need to care, but it would be nice if, you know, if you're voting for a game that you're actually gonna watch. Because if you don't watch it, then you're just, you know, anyone who actually has a game that they want to watch isn't gonna be able to watch that game. And if they're actually gonna watch the stream, I care about them a lot more than I'd care about you. As long as you don't watch the stream in this specific circumstance. In all other circumstances, of course, I care about and love you and support a parasitic, parasocial relationship where I am the receiving beneficiary. But only in that one circumstance, and then I don't care. I don't know. No, that's not true. I do know. I just say I don't know. It's like a filler word. It's kind of like my Kind of like my so I can back out of anything that I've said that doesn't sound good. You know. I'll hit the I don't know just to scramble out of stuff. But no, I need to make plans with my friend who's going to Germany or Austria. I don't know, he's going somewhere, and they don't speak English, and they do speak German. And the problem with Europe is that literally just means anywhere. I'm sure they do speak English, but like, you know, that's the thing. I don't know where in Europe speaks Germany. I don't know if Austria still speaks Austrian. I think he's going to Germany, but I could be wrong. You told me, and I'm a bad friend for not remembering. All right, but I would go so far as to say it's Europe's fault. You go anywhere in America, they all speak the English. All right, unless you're in like certain parts of southern states, or in Louisiana, because at that point they're speaking Creole, and you just got to get with it. All right, but in Europe, it's crazy. Everyone speaks German and French and all this other bullshit. All right, you go to Belgium, they're not speaking Belgish. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you speak Belgish? You're Belgium. All right, it's their fault. It's not mine. You go to Japan, they speak Japanese. This isn't an issue anywhere else. You go to Indonesia, what do they speak? Indonesian, I presume. I'm not really sure. Haven't been. haven't been to Indonesia. Wouldn't know. But I'm just assuming. That they would speak Indonesian. All right, so I got on Hinge last night because I'm lonely and sad and need a girlfriend. And the problem with Hinge, similarly to all dating apps, is that they kind of crush your self-esteem. Alright, listen. If you are looking for a girlfriend, don't hop on a dating app. 1, because you're providing more competition for me. And 2, because that shit crushes your soul. Alright? It hurts so bad to get no swipes, no matches. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, right? None? Am I truly so ugly? I thought I was like 4 out of 10 at worst. Alright, I'm picking good pictures of myself. I don't see the problem here. Alright, it's rough. It's terrible. Like, I altered my whole shit. Like, I tried to perfect my goddamn profile and nothing happened. And also, now that I'm back in my hometown, I don't want to sound misogynist. But, like, the people here are weird. Alright, I'll say it. I'm woke. Okay, I'm woke, and I can understand if people are uncomfortable with this. I wish that you would actually look past my wokeness and see that I am willing to say anything to placate the people of the stream, because I have no backbone. Alright, wish you would look past that to see that. But everyone here is like, yeah, I'm conservative, and I'm looking for a life partner, and I'm open for kids. It's like, what the fuck? You're 19, you're 20, I'm 20. I don't want to have a kid with you. You could be the baddest bitch on earth right now. I wouldn't ever want to have a kid with you. And keep in mind, these women are not, it's not that they're ugly. All right, they're all very pretty in their own ways. They're just not my type. And I'm not like the type of guy who has a type anyways, because I don't get bitches. I have no women. I have no riz, no money, no nothing. Okay? So I'm not even in the position to be choosy. But even now, I'm like, oh. Like, man, you can get to know me by going to Texas Roadhouse or going to the bar and getting a drink and listening to country music. I don't want to do any of those things with you. I don't drink. I don't listen to country music, and I'm not trying to be your husband. All right? For now. Depends on where it goes. All right? I just, ooh, ah, ooh. All right, I don't like how this is folded out, actually. Theoretically, I could do something really stupid here, and it would be neat, but no, this is not how it's gonna work. How do I want to do this? I could do this here. All right, they're weird, they're odd, and they all look the same. And I don't mean this in like a racist way. I mean they're all like a brown or dirty blonde hair. They're always in like a bar of some kind with like a cowboy hat on and boots, showing that they're fun. Like, can I get women who aren't fun? Can I get women who are lame? Can I get lame women who don't do anything all day? I don't want to do anything all day. We can do nothing all day together. All right, thank you very much, Kenta, for redeeming Pikmin. All right, let me roll up on Hinge. I can't show this right now, but I'm gonna describe the girl that pops up, and I can assure you I would be describing 40, 50, 60% of the girls here, 70 even. I'm not gonna rip her name. Oh, this one's an artist, actually. She's different. This one's quirky and different, actually. She's an artist, so what I said before doesn't apply to her. Is that what you thought? Is that what you thought I would say? All right. Did you hear that and go like, ah, he's been strumped? No, no, because I said what, 70, 60% of the girls are like crazy. All right, let's get a cowboy hat and go partying. All right. The other like 30% are all like artists. Like, yeah, I like to smoke weed. Oh, I bet you do. Okay. Again, you're like what, 19, 20, 21? If you're not smoking weed, then you're either a square or there's something wrong with you. I know because I'm both. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is a photographer though, and that's cool. And here's the thing, I can't like, I need to like look down on these people because I know that I'm never gonna talk to them. Right? It comes out of this defensiveness. Can you get me some weed for real? I just said that not only am I a square, but there's something wrong with me. I got no weed for you, pal. Alright, I could find someone, but I'm not gonna. Oh, I want a bridge. Big fan of the bridge. Alright, how do I want to do this? Because I don't like any of this. You know, and it's kind of like a defense mechanism. Being on a dating app will make you devalue women. No, woman. Alright, it's bad, it's bad. And the reason why, can I like... And the reason why it's bad is because you de-associate, or you kind of like, you take these women that are real women, by the way, and you kind of like make fake versions of them in your heads because you know you're never going to talk to them. And it's like as a safety precaution. At least that's what I'm doing. Okay? There are these voice prompts on Hinge. Hi, everyone. Hi, Elite Triathlete. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I'm talking about a Hinge and dating apps. Oh my god, hi! So that's why we joined Team Stone Stoners, of course. Oh, thank you very much, Enta, for confusing some common Pikmin. But like, there'll be these voice prompts on Hinge, and I just won't click them. I just won't click them because I don't want to hear it. Alright? I don't want to hear what they have to say because I'm not going to talk to them anyway. Alright? It hurts. I'm defending myself from the pain of something that won't happen yet. It's miserable. It's terrible. Alright? Dating apps are horrendous. I'll say, as someone who's experiencing it right now, awful. But here's the thing, they work sometimes, and that's why I'm going through this. That is why I'm going through this, alright? I know a couple who met on a dating app, alright? And they said they would help me out. So I think I do need, I'm gonna take their advice, I'm gonna see if it works. But like, it sucks! It sucks so bad! You know? And you might be thinking, Moo, listen, you've talked about this before. You've talked about this before, and you said that you had a friend who's gonna help pick you up. Now, need I remind you that this is the same friend who is saving me? She's no help at all. I told her I was getting on Hinge. She was like, oh, why would you do that? Why don't you wait another couple months? Because you're gonna have to go back to Athens anyways. Newsflash. If you wait forever, nothing will ever begin. Alright? Oh, I hate being on a dating app so bad, but I also want a girlfriend. It's not gonna work out. Not gonna work out. It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's actually awful. It's miserable. It's miserable. I'm unhappy. Actually, I'm very happy that all of the little white stores are in this general area so that there's not one like all the way over here. I don't like the fact that a pink one's all the way over here. The pinks have to travel like a long distance. But other than that. Bum, 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 bum. But speaking of that couple that I know, they met on Hinge. Alright. I've been going over to their house kind of frequently. So here's the thing. I'll hang out with them whenever I'm back in unit. Alright? I'll just do it because they're, you know, we're friends. And we like to hang out and it's cool and it's swag. Problem is, I'm no longer in Athens all the time. Alright? No longer in Athens all the time. Which means that suddenly, if I'm hanging out with them all the time because I'm not in Athens anymore, then I'm spending like all the time with them. And that's not ideal, right? Suddenly it goes from like, oh yeah, Christopher, not his real name, comes over once a week. All right, he finally gets here to Fairburn, and we hang out for like a couple days, a couple of nights, and then he goes all the way back. Right? And now it's like, oh, Christopher won't stop fucking showing up because we keep inviting him over, all right, to watch movies. And don't get me wrong, I love the people, they're great, but it has gotten to the degree where I think the girlfriend of my bud has been like, wow, he keeps interrupting us. I was like, damn, I kind of am interrupting them, and I do feel bad about it. Alright, it's not great, it's a bummer. Anyways, I'm gonna put this all the way over here, and I'm gonna connect this to it, and then maybe that'll help out. Alright, and like, here's the thing, what else am I gonna do? Slum around fucking, slum around Union City? No thank you, I don't have money. I don't have money, I'm not gonna go to these places. Pardon me. Alright, he gonna go down to Columbus, have a good time at the National Infantry Museum? I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen at all, actually. Oh, fuck. White people, go! Move faster. Alright, how are we moving? How are we moving here? Everything, I think, is going well. I don't love this. How are there not enough? What is happening here? Where are all of them going? Go! Go faster! How? There are a shit ton of white cars! Bro, this game, it blows chunks. Alright, and yes, okay, I have just been naming cities off of I-85 this whole time to see if anybody picked up on it. But I don't know if nobody picked up on it because they weren't listening or because they don't know what I'm talking about. I have just been naming cities off of I-85. Fairburn, Union City. I don't know if Columbus is actually on I-85. I think so, I think it is. I don't know where it goes. It's weird, the interstates get funky. Houses, this is already true. This is already true. This is just how the game works. Alright. I don't know, the interstates get funky once you're like down here. Because I-95 goes all the way from Maine to Florida. And then I-75, I think, I could look up a map. Who's gonna stop me from looking up a map? Nobody. Nobody's gonna do that. Hold on, let's pause. Hold up, wait a minute. I feel like I recognize one of these. Are you fucking serious right now? Okay, hold on for a minute. Let me open new tab. There we go. All right, so I-95 goes all the way down here. I-75 goes all the way down here and then that way. But I-85 goes like this, and that's really weird. I'm on I-85, by the way. I'm in this general area. All right. Then I-75 goes all the way down here. I think this is an interstate medium, but I can't be sure. Or an interstate minor, but probably not. But no, it gets a little funky in this entire area, right? Shadow, I think there's an interstate from, like, yeah, from a certain point in Texas to a different point in Texas, and that just seems funny. All right, where am I at? Can I? But no, so I need to stop hanging out with them as much. I need to hang out with them less. Give them more time. We've been watching the John Wick movies, and I'm gonna say it, I think I might be the first one to do it, but I think the John Wick movies are pretty good. I enjoyed them. I'm excited for John Wick 3, because I watched John Wick 2. I'm looking forward to that. I want to watch Conclave. We still haven't watched it yet, because they're both so lame. I might watch Conclave on my own. I'm gonna be honest, I think I might watch Conclave on my own. Alright? The time is nigh. I have wanted to watch Conclave for a long time, and I waited for them. And they hit me up, they're like, hey Christopher, not your real name. We're gonna go watch Conclave. We're gonna watch Conclave. Alright, you wanna come over and watch Conclave? And I was like, yes. Yes, I do wanna come over and watch Conclave. They have Conclave downloaded. And then I get there, and they're all like, oh, let's talk. Let's hang out. Let's enjoy each other's presences. And guess what? Alright, by the time we're getting to Conclave, what's that? Oh, it's late. Conclave is longer than 2 hours, okay? It's gonna be so late by the time you get back. Conclave is so long, it's gonna be like 12 something, okay? Newsflash, it's always 12 something when I get home, but whatever. It's so slow. Oh, I heard it's so slow. I heard the movie's so slow. So guess who still hasn't seen Conclave? Going to work for a little bit, BRB, okay. Good luck, I hope you do well. But in reality, all this movie watching was just a ploy. Not because I enjoy movies, but because it's an easy thing to put on my Hinge profile. I'm still on the Hinge thing. It's fucked up! Do not join a dating site. It's terrible. Designed to be deleted by ass. Deleted in resentment, maybe, okay? Last time I deleted the Hinge, it wasn't because I found someone, it's because I got angry. I was like, fuck, this sucks. This was Trunks, I hate this. Alright, that's the last time. That's the reason I fucking got rid of it last time. Wasn't because I found love. I have a lot of traffic lights, I feel like I'll be okay. Okay, well suddenly things have gotten a lot more complicated and I'm not really a fan of how this is going. Watch this. Okay. And now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm the goat. And then also I guess we can go this way. Oh yeah, I'm the goat. It's crazy. This definitely won't backfire on me in any way. Because that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. I know it wouldn't. Alright? Because I trust Dinosaur Polo Club, the developers of this game. I trust them. And they would never do anything to hurt me emotionally. Alright? I can't imagine a world where they would do that. Because they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. Just to be clear. Everything's going really well. Ooh, anyways, what else I got in the tank? What else I got in the tank? Because that's essentially what Mini Motorways is. Alright, it's like free balling. I'm just free balling here. I don't know 80s music, and apparently a lot of women like 80s music, and so now they're being like, oh, I love 80s music. I don't know shit about 80s music. Alright. Are the Smiths from the 80s? Who's from the 80s? Michael Jackson. I know him. I've listened to a little bit of I've listened to a little bit of Hall & Oates. Daryl Hall and John Oates is crazy. Why would you say that? Just say Hall & Oates. I listened to a little bit of Guns N' Roses. Listened to a little bit of Run DMC. A little bit of David Bowie. Yeah, I don't know shit about 80s music. Alright, how am I meant to talk to women about 80s rock? Why was Prince not on there? I don't listen to Madonna. I know of U2. I know of him. I listen to a little bit of them. I own a vinyl by them that was gifted by my mother, but I've never listened to. I know their swag, but haven't listened. I listened to Piano Man, that's it. I heard of him. He was in Tarzan. I watched the Thor movie with all the Guns N' Roses songs in it. Heard of you. Heard of you. Heard of you. Heard of you. Listen to some of these guys. Heard it. No I fucking idea who these guys are. Obviously AC/DC. I know a little bit of that. No. Heard of. No. Heard of. No. Heard of. No. I think I've heard the phrase Duran Duran, but I don't know who they are. Again, in reference. Nope. Don't Stop Believin'. Heard his name? No idea. JoJo's reference? No idea. I know he's swag, haven't listened. Heard of you. Have heard you. You're swag. You're pretty okay. Nope. Yeah, they're cool. Nope. Yeah, pretty cool. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I've heard of you. Nope. I've heard of you, but I haven't listened despite your mass fame. Nope. No. Oh yes. Yeah, I've listened to both David Bowie and Elton John. No, no. I've heard of you. Africa. No, no. Fuck no. No. Yeah, a little bit. Nope. Huh. A little bit. Nope. 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 I've heard of you. Nope. 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 Yeah, actually. Yeah, actually. No. No. You see? All right. How do so many women like 80s music? All right. What's happening here? Are these the ones that are undateable and they hop on Hinge like I am? I just don't get it. I can only claim to know something for so long before they find out, and I'm gonna be honest, though, that amount of time is lower than you think it would be. Maybe 5 seconds. All right, they'd be like, "Oh, who's your favorite band?" "Oh, I like the Smiths. Name one of their songs." There's a light that never goes out. That's all I got. That's all I got in the tank. All right. I don't know. All right. It's hard. I can only fake it till I make it for so long. And I don't know if that works in love. Well, actually it does. I've seen many Hallmark movies about it. But like, you know. Oh. Wait, did I do all that for nothing? Maybe I did do all of that for nothing. Well, now I just feel stupid. You mean if I just put like this here, then everything's totally fine? Wow, I made it a lot harder than it had to be, didn't I? But no, I just don't know all the stuff, and that's fine. And you might be thinking, that's okay, Christopher. Don't call me that, by the way. It's not my real name, but we're not that close. Alright, there's no point in getting worried because you don't need to pretend to like 80s music because girls that like the same stuff you will find you. And to that I say, that's not true. No women play video games. It's not even real. Alright, I did put Marvel Rivals in my Hinge profile, and that may be the reason why I'm getting no matches. Alright, but it's not happening. Don't call me that. Don't call me. It's not even my real name. Don't call me that. Alright, the only people that call me that are the Taco Bell employees I lie to because I put my name in the Taco Bell app as Chris. How do you not know Invisible by Duran Duran? I don't know that. I don't even know the song name. All right, I don't know what that is. You could have made that shit up. All right, and you know what I'd say to a woman if she said that? Oh, of course I heard it. I just, it's been a while. I need to jog my memory. All right, I'm a bad liar. What do you think I stream? What do you think I stream? All right, I tell all of the little thoughts I have in my head and I put them on video. So inevitably, when I die and people are like, man, all right, that Christopher, not his real name guy, he was a weird dude. I wonder what he was thinking. Let's watch one of his streams. They pop on one of these bad boys and like, oh, thank God he fucking passed away because I cannot stand to be in a room with him. All right, that's why I'm here. All right, I'm here to stain my memory. Okay, I'm getting a little too into it. You take a chill pill because this is where we're getting to insanity. All right, just all right. I'm getting a little What the fuck are you doing? Who is this guy? Why does he live all the way out here? What the fuck? But no, and so it sucks. I just want a woman who wants to play video games with me and wants to watch movies with me and wants to hang out and we enjoy each other's company, and that's kind of all I need. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe it's a little bit needy, but like we don't gotta do crazy stuff. I'm not like a crazy guy. I'm not going out. I'm not hitting the club every night. I'm not getting mad wasted and then doing MDMA and waking up in the morning with a massive hangover. Alright, I just want to like have a chill time and enjoy your presence and also play video games maybe. I don't know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if that happened. Alright, is that too much to ask for? It seems so. Alright, also it could be that I live in Georgia where all of the women here are somehow super, again, alright? In Athens, if you are conservative, you hide that on your profile on Hinge. All right, that's just what people do, and I don't mean this to be. I'm not trying to make this a statement about which one's the right one. All right. Although I should, as long as it's for the. Listen, if I'm whatever your political beliefs are, assume that I believe those with you the same amount as you do. But I'm scared of the other side, and that's why I can't speak out. And that goes for no matter what your beliefs are, especially if you believe in the flat Earth. Amen, brother. What am I talking about? There we go. In Athens, if your politics were conservative, all right, you either put moderate or you hide that shit. Here, every woman I've come across is conservative, 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 conservative. Like, how? I don't understand. I'm like maybe 100 miles away. Oh, I forget that this requires literally no road tiles. I'm 100 miles away, and yet it feels like 2 fucking dimensions away. I mean, like, what? Huh? It's just, you know, it's weird. Trying to keep this a straight line, by the way. It's just peculiar, it's all. A weird set of circumstances. And I don't know how I feel about it. And so naturally what I did was I switched my politics off of moderate back to conservative and then made it visible. And now I've been getting matches every 2 seconds. Kidding. Kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would not lie about my beliefs to get into the pants of a woman. Okay? That would be disrespectful to her. And also, I'm going to be honest, I'd probably laugh. Can you imagine, for instance, me lying about what I believe in a context to gain sexual favor? Can you imagine it going well? Because I sure can't. Yeah, what's up, girl? I definitely believe in Reaganomics. my favorite part of Reaganomics. I love Ronald Reagan. He's just such a charismatic guy. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't get the sauce in me. All right, I'm sorry. All right, Reagan was a bitch, by the way. What's up, girl? I'm definitely not a greenist. No, these are the women that are conservative in nature. So it'd be like, what's up, girl? I feel as though the greens are replacing all the other pure colors and that we should get rid of them. Kidding, kidding. Most people don't believe that. Most people who vote red don't believe that. Alright, I'm just being silly and goofy. Although, low-key, I did watch the Top Gear episode where it was like, let's go into Alabama and write Hillary for president on our truck and just see what happens. And then they almost got shot and killed. So my people might actually be thinking these things. It's possible to tell. I have a mini motorway. It's time to use it. This is going to be like a little hub. If I could get a roundabout here, that shit would go hard. Let's do this. And then let's do this. Can't imagine a way this goes wrong. Oh, well, okay, I did fuck that up. And then we'll do this. That. Move it down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're in. You love when Reagan pisses the money down. Reaganomics. That's why they call it Reagan trickles. But no. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't do it. I don't get the sauce in me. I could never look a woman in the eye and say, I actually really like JD Vance as the vice president. I think he's great. I love the way how he killed the Pope. Alright, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just don't have that dog in me. And if that means I have no game, then that means I have no game. Alright. I'm gonna go up to a woman on our first date in Hinge and be like, oh, we're gonna see like a minority pass the street and groan. Alright, and that's the riz that you need to work with here. And I'm afraid I just don't have that ability. I just can't do it. I'm typecasting all of these people as racist, by the way. I don't think most of them are. Emphasis on the think, because I don't know. It could be true. Kidding, kidding, kidding. I don't know. They're just not the people that I know very well. Although I did see someone from my high school on Hinge, and I immediately, fucking got that shit out of there. All right. What's swipe left is not like them. Swipe right is like them. Swipe left. Swipe left and right are Tinder terms, but I use Hinge, so it's a little different. But no, I saw someone from my high school, and I immediately got the shit out of there. All right, I recognized her. I don't want her to fucking see me. Okay, I can't even imagine. Oh hey, Christopher, funny seeing you here. Don't fucking talk to me, bitch. Okay. I'm sure she was nice, but like, you know, I just hate everyone involved with my high school. Is that immature and juvenile? Yes. Am I wrong to do so? No. Alright. I feel like I'm missing something. Mini motorway. I don't know. Maybe I'm not missing something. Although the yellows are having a bit of a hard time. Ooh, I can get another motorway or another bridge. Bridge that shit up. Bridge that shit up. Let's get some bridges in here. Alright, and now we're gonna do this. Hold on. Where are you trying to go? We'll put you here. There we go. There we go. Now we're moving and grooving, and everything's gonna go very well. Other than the part where everything's falling apart. But if you ignore that, then everything's going very well. Alright, we're gonna bridge the entire place together. It's gonna go well. I'm gonna put a bridge here, I'm gonna put a bridge here, and then we'll be all good. Uh-oh. But no, so Hinge isn't working out. On the bright side, I get to complain and talk about Hinge, and that's stream content. So, you know, maybe that's what God was trying to tell me. When I have literally 0 matches, alright? I've been on it for like 1 night, so it hasn't been that long. But you're telling me out of all the people in this rinky-dink town, not a single person was like, this guy's pretty cool. I have 1 notification on my phone right now, and you wanna know what it is? A NordVPN. It's so sad to be me. Man, my life is so hard. My life is so difficult. You know, no matches right now. No likes yet. We're here to help. Boost your profile or upgrade to Hinge X. Alright? I'm not paying money. You cannot make me take my fucking teeth out before I pay money for Hinge Premium. Alright? I refuse. I would sooner pass away than well, okay, that's a bit of a strong word. I don't know if I want to say that. What's happening here? We're forming. I definitely don't trust any dating site except maybe Grindr. To be well made, Grindr. Is this how you come out that you're gay on stream? You can just say that you're gay. You don't need to be like, yeah, I like Grindr. You just be like, hey, Moo, I'm into men. And you know what, Jackson? I think that's great. Alright, I think that's an amazing thing, and thank you for coming out to me. Alright? Although Grindr is crazy because as far as I'm aware, that's basically a fucking sex app. You know what I mean? Like Tinder and Grindr have the connotations of being like for hookups and sex. Whereas other apps are maybe less so. I am done with all of my classes. I'm talking about Hinge right now. I have no matches, no likes. And also, it's like, it's hard out here. I was bringing it up to flashbang you, not to come out. Also, it's Grindr with no E at the end. Not that I would know. Yeah, Jackson just came out. But be supportive, alright? Jackson's a cool person. He's a cool guy. Would I be mean to someone I don't like if they came out to me? This is an interesting question, because I'm mean to people I don't like for a lot less reasons. I would utilize a lot of things against them. But would I be mean to someone I don't like? Would I use them coming out as a way to make fun of them? I don't know. I don't think I'd be above that. I might need to go find inner peace, because that's not something I want to reckon with. But what's up, Bookitro? Check DMs. Alright, hold on, chat. Let me check my DMs. I'm getting my DMs from a man who has a girlfriend, so he might be able to help me out. Kill yourself. Oh, well, that's not... I don't think that's gonna help me get a girlfriend. I don't even think I can show this on stream. I think telling someone to kill themselves is against TOS. Okay. Well, that's something. I'm lying, chat. Kind of. We support you, Jax. We support you, Jax. That was your question on your culture final? Man, that's so easy. I wish I had that. I wish I wasn't taking accounting. Why is accounting hard? Alright, let me dick around, use ChatGPT, do whatever I want. I literally told you before that I wish I was gay because the gay guy has literally flirted with me before. You can change. Alright? You think every person who has ever been gay knew they were gay off rip? If so, I'm afraid you need to talk to more gay people. Because as far as I'm aware, sometimes you just don't catch that shit. Alright, you can change. You can discover yourself. I would never assume that my viewers are static individuals. Alright, there's this idea where, like, main character syndrome, where you assume that other people, like, kind of sit and they wait, and, like, development only happens when you're around in their lives. And I don't experience that. Alright, I think I have a large ego. I talk a big game. Alright, and I like to talk a big game. I think it's fun and swag. However, I don't think at any point in my life have I ever been like, oh, well, nothing's gonna happen as long as I'm not there. My mom texted me. Hold on, chat. She's gonna order food now. Thank you, Mom. Oh my god, Violet Yidra. What's up, Yidra? How'd your stream go? I saw you went live about 20 minutes before I was planning to, and so, you know, couldn't make it, but... Oh my god, the green hatred is back. That's not true. There are just no greens. Alright, it's not like I fucking eradicated them. They're still around somewhere, probably. I feel like I might not make this. There's something about it. Yo, check DMs. Alright, hold on, chat. I gotta check DMs from a trusted friend. Oh my god, he said kill yourself. This is the second time on stream someone said check DMs and they just told me to commit suicide. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not true. Even hold up. Let me do this real quick. Even though you are over there and I'm here without you, just know that I am thinking about you always, Queen. I'd love that. Only if you were. I'm sorry. I appreciate your feelings towards me, and I need you to know that I do appreciate them, but I wish you just had a vagina and boobs and anything else that would make a woman. Or we're just a woman, actually. However, or just a woman. I realized I was trans at age 16. Was there a period of not being trans where you were like, damn, I don't think I'm trans? Died to the final room about 30 minutes in, then spent an hour being silly. I was only doing a segment of a bigger goal than I want to do, so it's all fine. Oh, I understand. Being silly is fine. Being serious is bad. Wait, are you saying that the minute you thought about being trans, you were like, oh shit, that's so me? Or was there a period of time where you're like, no, I'm probably not trans? You just didn't really consider it being an option? I suppose this is harder to... I don't know. As someone who is not gay or trans, it's hard for me to equate the two. I need to get a real LGBTQ expert. Alright? I need to get someone who's both. I need someone to compare being gay and being trans and hit me on the conversion spectrum. Alright? I need a lecture. There's always a small amount of time I didn't think I was after considering it. There we go. That's what I'm thinking. Alright? You can be gay and not know yet. Unless you're me, in which case I'm not gay. When I thought I was trans, I was like, nah, being trans is fucked up. Real shit, bro. Being trans is fucked up. Alright? It's so much harder to be trans than it is to just not. Alright? What? I can't imagine telling... I'm gonna say this, and my parents are gonna walk behind the door, and it's gonna be miserable. It's gonna be terrible. I can't imagine being trans and then having to tell my parents. Alright? They're kind of bummers. They'd kind of be like, oh my god, are you... I told my mom I wanted to be a teacher, and she fucking laughed in my face. Imagine if I told her I wanted to be a woman. Ah, that would be uncomfortable, huh? That would be uncomfortable. Alright, how do I want to do this real quick? I am friends with someone who's both of those, trans and gay. Well, I feel like I just got my answer, so they're no longer needed, but I hope that they know that they're loved. By you, not me. I don't know them. You wanted to be a teacher? Teacher Moo, sensei? I did want to be a teacher. I take great pleasure in understanding something and giving that on to people in a way that they can utilize it. And, you know, it just didn't really work out like that, I suppose. When it comes down to people who are living their lives and living their passion and being happy about it, I suppose I just never made the cut. And so now I'm kind of trapped in living a kind of fake life that I don't really enjoy. For the sake of happiness in anywhere except my career. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner, huh? Gonna be rich and an accountant. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, gonna be fine. I'm gonna buy so much MDMA. It's gonna be great. Also, the biggest lie about being trans is the idea that lots of people think they are and then decide nah. At no point have I ever... Oh, yeah, I suppose I've heard that. Oh my god. I was about to be like, actually, thinking you want to be the other gender isn't a very straight thing most times. Disagree. Disagree. Trying to think of an example I could say that wouldn't make me sound like I'm in the closet. And you know what? I think I can't find one. I'm gonna back down on this. I'm gonna back down on this. I'm gonna reverse what I said, recant the legal term for it, and be like, you know what? I agree with you. Oh god. You do know them? I never mentioned they were both of those. Oh, okay. So I do know them. Ooh. Or well, not a very assisting. Sensei, can you teach me how to Dougie? I don't know how to Dougie. I don't know how to Dougie. I'm afraid I can't help. I had relationships with dudes when I was younger and thought I was bi and trans, and then I just stopped giving a shit. How did your jury duty in March go? I never asked, I realized. I never went. So either there's an outstanding warrant for my arrest, or they let me go because I was in college. Oh my god. Oh my god, was it really? Like, maybe, did I talk about jury duty the last time I played Mini Motorways? Jesus Christ, I need to play this game more often. I have fun. I like it. I like the game. I just need to be better. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. Now, I'm noticing here that this is gonna be really rough as an intersection. Damn, bit of a gamble there. Well, I told my parents about it, and then they were like, don't worry, we'll take care of this. And many times in my lives have my parents told me that they'll take care of something, and then not only has nothing changed, but everything got worse. However, I feel as though jury duty, motivated by the law, well, it might have been the one thing to motivate my parents to do something for me. Turns out, you know, the one thing stronger than love is legal requirements. So they actually managed to get that done. I'm not shitting. By the way, I'm not joking. There have been many times in my life my parents would be like, don't worry, you know, I'll make this happen, and they just haven't. They're like a shitty friend that always bails on you, but they're my mom and dad. Sensei, can you teach me how to be a kind and loving person? So the first thing that you need to be a kind and loving person is the knowledge that everybody is living their own lives. Now, this is a hard thing to remember. Right? Which is why most people just act on principles rather than with that knowledge. But once you understand that each and every person that you see is living their own infinitely complicated life that you could never fully understand, you grow to further comprehend the idea that everybody has circumstances under which they act. Is every bad deed that you've ever done been motivated by malice? Or were you angry or hungry or upset or something bad was happening or it was unfortunate or unlucky and you didn't mean it to happen? All right, now you need to apply those and link all of the things that you understand why you have behaved poorly in your life to while other people behave poorly in their life. All right, understand that everybody goes through their own circumstances and that you judging them is not only unhelpful to you because you're not gonna like get anything out of it, but that maybe they should be blamed, or it's not your place to blame them. All right, and by treating people with kindness and respect, not only do you make their lives better, because imagine someone being kind and respectful to you, but you also, you know, incur a kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. All right, fucking, I was just complaining about women who like country music a couple like minutes ago. I was just fucking whipping it. Watch Finland Saga? Never have. Can someone edit this and upload it to TikTok with Hopecore music? What's the fuck the Hopecore song, bro? What's the Hopecore song? Alright, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Kindness and respect is good unless there are green car and mini motorways. There are just too many of them. Okay, can I say it? Can I say it? There are just too many of them. Oh my god. My balls itch. Testicular torsion. Both of my balls at one time. Oh my god, it hurts. Please, please, just put me out of my fucking misery. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my god. There's your hope core. There's your hope core for the stream, everybody. I hope that makes you feel better. Imagine having testicular torsion of both of your balls at once. Alright, life could be worse. Clip that out of context. There are too many of them. Do not clip that out of context. I'm not racist. Alright, I will not have it. I will not have it. I'm not racist. Alright, I feel as though racism is something very easy to engage in when you have little knowledge or limited interaction with people of different races. But as you get to know various people and as you become more worldly, I think the racism kind of erodes off of you. Or you become even more racist. But ideally it's the first one. Like, I was actually on Twitter right now. There's this, I saw a tweet that's like, alright, pro tip that I just learned about Muslims. Apparently, it's kind of sacrilegious to burn your body when you're Muslim. Something about the sanctity of your soul and your body, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not Muslim. Doesn't matter to me. However, it matters to them, and so they like to do burials. However, in Japan, they fucking whip that fucking cremation chamber on all the time. All right, they be cremating people all the time, and so. It's not like a law, you know, there's no law that says that you can't get buried in Japan. However, you know, there's Muslims are coming to Japan and they want to bury their dead, but it's becoming more of an issue for them because there's just not enough room. Graveyards take maintenance. It's this kind of big debacle right now. And so it's kind of like, do we change our culture and traditions to not even add to accommodate for these immigrants, or do we maintain our cultural heritage and refuse to change our ways? And it's a really interesting dilemma, because if you actually have any opinion on this, I can just call you racist and both sides will agree with me. It's very easy. All right, on one hand, right, let's say you support the Muslims. Oh, you don't care about Japan? What are you, racist towards East Asian people? I bet you are. Boom. What, you don't care about the Muslims? You think Japanese people should maintain their culture here? Boom. Guess what? You're racist towards Muslims now. All right, it's too easy. It's too easy. Also, it's a very complex cultural issue that deals with multiple cultures in a very hard way. But mainly that thing. Mainly that thing. I'm very much looking forward to the intelligent discourse that'll erupt online about these things. Japan should. Oh my god. I think I need to hold up. I had to time out Cloak Kitcher for a minute. Can you imagine walking into a stream and seeing someone talk like I talk, and then seeing someone in the chat go that Japan shouldn't have Muslim immigration? Alright, are you trying to get me to banned off of Twitch? What the fuck was that? That was 1 second of time, not 1 minute. I just needed his shit to be gone. Alright, I just needed his message to be gone. Alright, can you imagine rolling up to a stream and the first chat message you see is that Japan should stop accepting Muslim immigrants? Not only am I not Japanese, so it's literally not my problem, I'm also not Japanese, so I literally don't know anything about it. Alright? If anyone's gonna figure this out, it should be the Muslims in Japan and the Japanese people in Japan. And that's kind of it. Because they're the only ones that truly know the extent and experience of the problems they're facing there. Because the deal with Japan is that they have limited room. And so if you start fucking putting graves down everywhere, you're gonna run out at some point. And I think that's why they do cremation. As like a base reason. That's why they do cremation. I'm sure there's some religious reason to it as well. Whereas, you know, Muslims come from the desert. Notably, a lot of land in the desert. A lot of land that you're not really using. Right? So you can just bury people. It's not that big of a deal. There, the nuke. I feel like I might not get past this one. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this might not go so well, but I don't know what I would do to stop it. There we go. That was a bad one. 300? 362? That didn't go very well. Alright. I've done... Damn, for real? Put me in Moscow. I want 1000. I need to be able to hit expert mode on this. Alright? I've played this game for a long time. Somehow I just can't hack it, and that really hurts my feelings. Alright. Gee Willikers, I wonder if anything's cool happening on Twitter. Listen, I'm gonna pull up Twitter right now. And if the first thing I see is something to talk about, I'll talk about it. Wow, different color reds. Wait a minute. Just in case there's fucking terrible on this. So true. Jessica Jones. Let me look look in case this is porn. It very well could be. Oh, it's the Marvel TV show. Yeah, I can talk about Marvel. The Thunderbolts movie came out, and I have still not seen it. Alright, my mom has, and my sister has, my dad has not. And I know the big spoiler, which is kind of a bummer. But God forbid anything on the internet remain unspoiled forever. It's my fault for living. It's a pretty decent movie. That's what I've heard. That's the word on the street, is that it's definitely a lot better than any of the other ones, right? However, I'm gonna be honest. I never saw New World. I never saw the new Captain America movie, and at this rate, I don't know if I'm really gonna watch any of them. I've not seen the TV shows. I tried to watch Moon Knight. I just couldn't really get into it. I heard it was good. I just didn't. There's no point. There's no point because I didn't care. Didn't watch She-Hulk. You know, it just kind of. I think I'm done with the MCU. I'll say it, and I'll be the first to say it and the only one to say it. You know what? I think MCU movies are like roller coasters. They're not even real cinema. All right, and I'm the first and only one to say this. Can I do this, maybe? There we go. Can't imagine this would go poorly at all. Roundabout. It was the first Marvel thing I've seen since WandaVision, or since Ant-Man Quantumania. Ant-Man Quantumania was really bad. Thor Love and Thunder was really bad. Word on the street is that She-Hulk was really bad, but I can never tell. Alright, there's this guy on YouTube, and he's called the Critical Drinker. And what he does is he gets mad at minorities, and he yells really loud. And he's funny in the sense that you can watch him and be like, wow, I can't believe this is a real human being. But he had a really big problem with She-Hulk, which in essence would make me want to watch it. But unfortunately, I only really understood the depravity after I watched a movie that I thought was good. The problem is the movie I thought was good was Mickey 17. Notably, a little bit of a political movie. I don't know if anyone here's seen Mickey 17. I think it's pretty good. It's kind of woke. It's kind of woke in the sense that there's a scene where Donald Trump is there and they're like, this is why you didn't win the election. And you're like, oh, I know when this movie was written. You know, you have, what's his name? What the fuck is the Hulk guy's name? I don't remember who he is. The Hulk guy. Bruce Banner, but like the guy who plays him. Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo plays Donald Trump in that movie, which is a little weird, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. You know, a little silly, a little goofy. But as the only real fan of Bong Joon-ho, I suppose I had to go watch it. Now, of course, the only real fan of Bong Joon-ho, which is me, he's the guy that made Parasite, by the way. Never seen that movie. I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, I tried watching it. I was like, damn, you know what? I think I'm just not interested. I think I just wasn't. And I think I watched that before. I think that happened before Mickey 17. But I stand strong, alright? Low-key, a little boring during the first part of it. Alright, they get kind of mad at rich people, and they're like, rich people, and the rich people are like, hello. Hello, yes, I am rich, and as such, it is easier for me to be kind. And this is really bad, or something. I don't know, I only got through like the first 10 minutes. Parasite was good, so I've heard. From the woke left, alright? But a real American patriot like me only watches real movies. Like... You know, a real American patriot like me only watches... What is a Woman? Am I Racist? And Terror on the Prairie. These are the only movies I watch because I'm a real... These don't look like movies. These don't look like movies. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't want to be that guy, but these don't seem like movies. These seem like... I only read real stuff like Parenting with Jordan B. Peterson. Is his middle name B? Why? I love. Is this a TV series? 5-part. What's the latest episode?
There is nothing you'll do in life that's more challenging, difficult, and rewarding than being a parent.
Well, this seems nice.
Nothing with greater highs or lower lows. You have little kids for a very short period of time.
I'm not gonna watch this, but good for him, I suppose. Fuck, that was so loud. Jordan B. Peterson's here to fucking touch your earlobes, kids. No, that seems fine. I have been seeing a resurgence of, like, fun fact, the grandfather of that guy was a friend of Yi Song. Ooh, neat. Of Jordan Peterson? Or of Bong Joon-ho? The second half of Parasite had me clenching my feet. Like the TV show? Like the anime? It was okay, I never finished it. But no, I did see an anti-abortion ad on the way home. I think on Sunday, and it really struck me because a lot of anti-abortion ads really come around the idea that, like, you as an individual are a kind of evil for aborting your child. You know, and listen, not to be Mr. But I think in terms of abortion may or may not be a kind of losing battle. Okay, the moral battle does not seem to be winning in the whole abortion thing. I think a lot of people are very much still on the abortion train, so to speak. And so now the ad I saw was like, I'm so happy that mommy gave me life, and it was like a cute kid going to sleep or something. So I think they're aiming more at, like, how nice it is to be a parent. You know what I mean? And how good it is to have a child. What's up? Thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. I just noticed the 141. What's up, Nail is a clown? What's up, Nail? How's it rocking and rolling, dude? Oop. All right, let's bridge the shit. I don't need a motorway yet. I'll be fine. We were just talking about abortion, anti-abortion, and Jordan B. Peterson. Yeah, my mini motorway streams are weird. I'm not even gonna deny it. Alright, shit gets weird when it's this. Bong Joon-ho? Oh, yeah. His name was Gubo. Oh, neat. I'm rocking but not rolling. I feel that. I have like 3 exams in math. I don't even know how that works. Like, ever? Or like, you gotta do soon? Or like, how's that going on? Alright, what we're gonna do, chat, is a secret technique called... Yeah, look at that. Nothing bad will happen here. Alright, traffic jams? No such thing. No such thing. They don't exist. They don't exist where I come from. Okay, it's like 1984, but for traffic conditions. All right, there is no traffic problems in Bossing Say. All right, but I think that's the move. I really do. Going in for how nice it is to be a parent. Because here's the thing, all right? You cannot get women to not have abortions by telling them how evil it is. Because at that point, all you're doing is torturing women who buy into it. What you can do is make being a parent seem super appealing, get men to be like, oh my God, I definitely want a kid, and then pressure women into it, all right? And I think that's actually how it's been done for generations. I'm not gonna do the my family's thing. Sometimes I'll make jokes being like, this is the way my family's done it for centuries. But in terms of pressuring a woman to give birth, even though she wants an abortion, I don't think I'm willing to let my family have that one. But I think that's kind of how it's been for a long time, right? And not to be patriarchy woke for a minute, all right? But let me speak. You know, men have or are missing a little bit of the investment that they have to put into having a baby that the women do. Notably, the fact that if I were to have a child, my stomach is not the one that would expand. All right, which, you know, big fan of the fact that that's not happening to me. However, I see, you know, I think a lot of people, and this is where it gets tricky. Right, this is where you can get too woke too quick. Right, I don't think this means that men have no say on whether or not they should have a child or whether they want to have a child. I think it's perfectly reasonable for them to want to have one. However, when it comes down to it, and someone needs to pay the doctor $200 to stick a fucking coat hanger where the sun doesn't shine, I feel as though, you know, as of recent, the decision has fallen to the woman. All right, and we as a society have kind of been like, yeah, the women could probably take this one. But I think in the past, maybe this was less so the case. All right, and men had a larger say of what was going on. And if you want to increase or decrease the rate of abortions, societally speaking, it may or may not be the move per se to kind of be like, you know what, being a parent is great, and getting men back on the whole, I do want to have a child. You should have a child. Hey, you shouldn't get an abortion. You should have a child. You should have my child. Hey, listen, all right? I hear being a parent is great, you know? So I think optimally speaking, that might be the move. Look DM. All right, what are you saying? Oh, maybe. Hold on, chat. No, that's not the guy. That's not the guy. Listen, I believe him. I trust him. All right, he seems so chill. He seems so dope. All right, I trust him in the world. All right, my bad. I have a sleuth, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a little bit of sleuth in the YouTube chat just to investigate. Just to investigate. Alright, I think it's okay. So I did ban Yodam recently, and Yodam does have a penchant for making more alt accounts on YouTube, and so I recently hired an enforcer, you know, to you know, make sure nothing a screw is afoot, nothing weird's going on. And Nail as a clown triggered a little bit of the alarm. Okay, but I trust him. Nail the clown seems cool. I believe in him. I don't think he's Yoda. All right, although I could be wrong. I'm not an all-knowing, omniscient being, but I trust him. All right, did I do something bad? Don't think so, as far as I'm aware. Nail the clown, you said that you had your account hacked, right? And that they torched all your stuff. What is your old account? What happened to it? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't mind me taking a gander, I'd like to see it. No, you didn't do anything bad. It's just a minor precaution based on the age of your account. I'm speaking like I'm fucking part of the government, which I'm not. Right? There's just a guy that likes to make a bunch of alt accounts, and he makes them, you know, rather quickly. And your new account is rather young. You know what I mean? Like you just made it, And so, yeah, it was a little bit of a you know what I'm talking about? So, I was just wondering, but no, I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I don't really know. It's my Google account, and I was too young, but I fixed that, and then I got hacked, question mark? I'm confused as you are. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna press you on this. I feel as though it'd be difficult to find a proper resolution here. Do they really have to go all the way through here? No, I'm gonna bridge. It's time. But no. So this is a new account you just made? Do you know, like, if you look up your old name on YouTube, does anything show up? Well, if you don't mind me asking. There we go. We've built a line. We've built a line. We're doing great. I think everything's going pretty well. This is kind of annoying for the most part. I'm not a really big fan of how there's a bunch of houses in here. But I'm gonna be honest, there's not really much I can do about all that, is there? If I go here, and there. I need a roundabout. I would love a roundabout. That'd be so swag right now if I could just get one of those. Noticing that I not only did not get a roundabout, but didn't even get like a traffic light, which is cringe and unfortunate. Like, I'm just a kid, I have no clue how to use fucking Google accounts, and all my old Google data got deleted, sub, views, channel, info, email, Discord, the whole deal. Damn. Alright, well, make sure not to click on any weird, suspicious links in the future. Alright, they do go after people who don't really know what they're doing. I use a VPN and a malware blocker now. Well, the biggest thing that you can do to protect yourself against being hacked or anything like that is merely to make sure that you're not pressing any suspicious links. Alright, while malware, blocker, and VPNs are incredibly helpful, you know, your own internet safety is often down to just your own behavior. And so the best thing that you can do to protect yourself on the internet is just to be aware. Alright, although the malware blocker does help. Remember when Yodam said he lost his password and shit? I suppose it's possible. I feel like I don't want to interrogate him for like no reason. You know, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's chill. Watch. Alright, if I put on Lego repair mech build, are we gonna be fine? Are we gonna be okay? Watch. Actually, I'm not gonna steal his shit. I'm not gonna steal his content. Innocent until proven guilty. Alright, that's right. I don't know where you live, Buster Brown, but in the land of America, it's innocent until proven guilty. No, it's fine. No, it's alright. Alright, you've done nothing wrong, Nails the Clown. Continue as you are. Alright, continue as you are. You've done nothing wrong. Stand strong. Alright, just because you clicked on a link and then got all your shit yanked does not mean you are any less of a YouTube user than anyone else here. Alright? And never let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, I need to hold strong here. Need to hold very strong here. How do I want to do this? Where are the blues? The blues are all the way over here. I don't have a mini motorway to link the two. Where is there a lot of traffic happening? Right here. So what I'm gonna do is this, and go over here like that. Alright, thanks for the advice, no problem. I took management, and the thing in management is that how do I say this without speaking down? The biggest problem with companies when it comes to internet security are often their employees. Most people are not internet savvy enough to not get scammed, because some of them are particularly, some scams are particularly convincing. And so the biggest problem for companies when it comes to having their data stolen and getting hacked is actually the employees. And so most of the time they'll implement a software that'll like block suspicious links, prevent things from being loaded that they need their supervisor's attention for, or something like that. You probably don't have a supervisor or a company who's willing to shell out the money to buy something like that for you, which is fair, and they're usually protecting themselves, not you. However, you know, it happens to people. All right, there's a reason why there wouldn't be so many scams if they didn't work. You know, it just is how it is. All right, sometimes you just find people with no accounts. All right. Besides, he's putting on videos. I haven't listened to any of them, so it very well could be Yodam, but I'm just gonna assume that's not the case. Bridge. Thank you very much, Kenta, for petting uncommon Pikmin. I need a little bit more of what's going on here. I need a little bit more of what's going on here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Go! Fuck! This sucks. This blows so many chunks. You listen to them? Is it Yodam? What is this game, by the way? It's Mini Motorways. You're getting all the little cars to the little to the little squares. And you know, it's a little difficult. It's a little hard. The river's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Everything else I can clear 1000 pretty easily. It's just a youngster, likely thing to happen. All right, there's a reason we keep the stream PG-13. All right, because there are a lot of youngsters, in the world. All right, a lot of youngsters on YouTube. I notably spent my formative years on YouTube watching Sky Does Minecraft, which may or may not have done something wrong to me. I suppose the jury's still out, isn't it? That's why I swear all the time. Alright, so I would much rather... I feel like I'm a substitution of a bad influence. I think I'm great. Thank you very much, Kenta, for smoking crack with Pikmin. Okay, well now that you bring out the crack Pikmin, I don't feel as that good of a role model. But like my biggest, I think, problem from watching YouTube growing up was just, you know, I would swear a lot. And I would be glad if I could inspire the next generation of people to have a swearing problem as well. Because out of all the problems to have, behaviorally, swearing's not that bad. I was just thinking about that one while you were saying that. Well, okay. What rating breaking bad rating, like ESRB? Is Breaking Bad rated PG-13? It says mature teenagers and up. That's close enough. Alright, that's close enough, really. Alright. Listen, all I'm saying is that compared to some other places, I think I'm a good middle ground. Because, you know, you have channels that are like, oh my god, is that Mr. Fuzzy Bottoms? Among Us, skibbity skibbity Among Us, Ohio. And you have some places that are like, I'm not gonna say it, but you have some places that are totally inappropriate for people, you know, like things that you wouldn't. I think you could put me on in front of a mother or father, and the worst thing to happen would probably be like, wow, that guy is not funny, or wow, he swears too much. Which, as far as criticism from parents go, that's basically all they say. All right, that's not that bad. I think I could be put on in front of parents and they would disapprove mildly and maybe tell you to turn it off, but they would not go to the degree of being like, oh my god, you can't listen to that, and turn that off and give me your YouTube account. And that is a fine line to be, all right? That is where I thrive. I think I'm a fine middle ground between just things that should not be in the same arena as children and other stuff. And like baby mode. And that's, you know, that's good. That's fine. My mom would, but because she's really, you know, that's the thing, right? Assuming that the parents are like kind of chill. They need to be a little chill, but as long as they're like kind of chill, it's fine. But not too chill. You know, it's a weird gap. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think if I was watching this, like my stream as a child, my parents would tell me to turn it off and be like, you shouldn't watch it anymore. But also my parents were the kids, so. Alright. They let me watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I'm gonna be honest. Watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was not bad. I just built my Minecraft skin in Lego. That shit goes hard as fuck. I need to stop swearing. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just talking about how I'm a good role model. Oh, good heavens. Good heavens. Oh, sorry. That's really cool and swag. I think it's cool. All right. Is that a crazy thing to say? Is that a crazy thing to say? Someone's like, oh, I built my Minecraft skin in Lego. That's badass. All right. I just got back and I have a Lego set that I own that I forgot about. So a Lego stream will be happening sooner rather than later, which I think is pretty dope. I think it's pretty cool. All right. A man who uses swears to express his excitement and positivity is not a man who should be condemned. You know who said that? Jesus. That's not true. That's not true. He didn't say that, but it would be cool if he did. Am I? Nail, no. Nail's a clown. No, you got night potted. No, Nail. Are you okay? Oh no, you got taken out. He got taken out. No, Nail. Oh no, it got you for caps. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. Hey, you know, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. What, how? I don't know. It said that you spammed caps or something. I have Nightbot on as just a general moderation tool. I feel as though it might have gone crazy. My deepest apologies. I didn't even notice it a swear word until you pointed it out. You can't write in all caps on YouTube? I don't know. Enta, you should find out, alright? Don't risk Nails a clown. Anyways, please say what you were going to say. But maybe in less of like, well, there's caps protection on Twitch as well. It's not just a YouTube thing. Alright, how do I want to do this? I think the best thing to do is to link these guys with these guys. So we're gonna do this. You should try it on YouTube. I've never gotten a warning for Twitch. I don't know. See, it's fine. Ah, you're right. You're right. Let me look at Nightbot. Let me open it up. Let's go into the panel for a little bit. All right, but I'm about to see all the slurs. I have a question. Does Nightbot auto block slurs or what? Because if not, then I think I just did terrible. I just did terrible things. Oh, I can actually look it up. Logs. Oh my god. Why did it only ban Nail? Oh my god. Okay, it seems like you cannot. It seems to me as though you may not be able to do caps in YouTube chat, and that might be something I need to put a stop to. Yeah, Lego stream, and then Nails a clown got timed out. All right, hold on. I'll fix this. Let me just chat moderation. Get rid of excess caps. Get rid of excess emotes. All right, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. I literally not. You did not get banned. You did not get banned again. Kenta got banned for the same. Kenta got timed out for the same thing that you got timed out for. And I have now fixed the issue. If Kenta could please do all caps lock again to test and make sure that everything is okay, that would be phenomenal. If you could do that, that'd be really cool. If you could do that, that'd be swag. What if I do this? See, everything is fine now. Caps can be reinstated. I just clicked the buttons, man. They're like, do you want to make sure that nobody uses excess caps? And I was like, yeah, sure. I guess I don't want excess caps in my stream. And apparently it fucking took Nail the Clown out back and old yellered him, which is not what I'm really aiming for. All right, I'm sorry, Nail the Clown, but things have been better. Things have improved. All right. All right, we're good. Big chillin', no problems. All Oh yeah, things are gonna go well. Look at this, 100 people, 100 trips, and everything's going well. Okay, well, that's fine because we can attach it here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, everything's coming together. Everything's coming together. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that, it's crazy! I'm the GOAT, I'll say it. Alright, so I don't have any more bridges, which is unfortunate to say the least. However, surely it's fine if I just link this up with everything else. It might get a little clogged. I'd have to remain on the lookout. 30 road tiles, please. I can get a motorway at another time, but right now I'm running out of stuff. But no, I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot as a kid, which was kind of gnarly, but also I think was definitely not appropriate for me to have been watching. But whatever. I don't even know. I've never given a thought to like what I would let my kid watch. Truly, it's just never been something that's entered my mind's eye because I've never really thought about being a parent. Alright, I can't met. Okay, I have bad news. Out of all the places, this is literally not, this is the opposite of where I want it to be. This is fine. This is more than fine. Okay, is there anything here that I can roundabout? Okay. And now, what do I want to do here? It's already really clogged. This whole area is already clogged. However, if I can get a bridge to go from top to bottom here and link these guys up with this guy, then I think it'll be fine. This is okay. This is fine. Yeah, no, this will work out. This will work out. Although this should be linked over here, I presume. Maybe? I don't want this whole thing to get clogged. So what if we do this? And then we do this. There we go. I'm looking for... Okay, I need to pause. Exclamation point Discord. Anyone ever tried lemon cheesecake ice cream? It's really good. I am lactose intolerant, so I don't tend to eat cheesecake. Or ice cream. That's not true. I'll eat cheesecake and ice cream. I've not had that. I'll believe you though. I don't think I eat lemon flavors. I think it's just because I'm sauceless. As an individual, I just have no juice. How do I want to do this? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Did I sign up for an event? On Discord? Uh-oh. Hold on, chat. I might have accidentally signed up for something that I totally forgot about. And I can't, and I don't know what to do about it. I forgot. Oh, I forgot. Listen, chat, as long as nobody says anything, we'll be fine. Nobody mentions anything. You think you have tried it? Insanely good. Wow, rich guy, huh? Got all the lemon cheesecake in the world, No, I've not had the pleasure of trying it. Wish I could have enough money to try lemon cheesecake. I love being difficult for no reason. Alright, I think we're fine now. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. And now, we're gonna be like that, and we're gonna be like this. And then you guys are gonna be like that. So now you can go up to get to here, or go around to get to here. But we are building a better ecosystem. I got a text. I got a text from somebody. Oh my god, alright, so this girl was asking me how much money I had, and all I'm saying is that she didn't know what the term overdraft meant. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, alright? She didn't know what the term overdraft meant, and like, you don't even know what that means? Alright, how do I want to deal with this? Think about this for a minute. I could attach it to here. The problem is that this is super clogged if it's right here. What can I do? If I get another bridge, if I get a roundabout, I could fix this. But as it stands right now, I think maybe the best thing I can do is this, right? And then I hope for this entire area, I hope I get like a roundabout soon, and I can roundabout this whole place. That is what I'm hoping for. We're almost at Sunday. Oh, fuck. Okay, so I might have forgotten to link the actual place for the road. You still got another hour in you? No. No, I don't. It's on my sticky note. It's on my sticky note. Why do I have two ats? One from @Shadowway, @everyone join stream, @everyone join stream ping. Okay. Love the vibe, other than the fact that I got added for it. But no, it's part of my thing. Do not play Minecraft. It's not as fun as you think it is. Beware of OpenVC. Suggestions are iffy, and don't feel pressured to stream to the usual time if it's a special stream. All right? I don't feel pressured. I'm unpressurable. What the fuck is this? There we go. I can do that. I'm so unpressured right now. So, I'll be all right. I'll stream until I'm okay with streaming. And it is how it is. Although I do need to figure out how to set up a mute button for this microphone. I do like it. I like the fact that it's on an arm. I am definitely better off than how it was in the past. However, I would love a mute button. That would be really swag. There we go. Let's put you here and put you here. Alright, not a fan of how this is going. Hold up. Then I might be back if you're still alive. Okay, toodles. Have a good time. Smoking crack. Alright, you think I don't know what you're going to leave to do? I know. Alright. What would your family think of this? Alright. I can't believe you. I truly can't. Alright, something tells me that this is going to get more and more bullshit. But as long as we get roundabout just once, we'll be okay. All we need is to get roundabout just once. We can put it right here. Everything's going to be fine. We just need roundabout once. Alright, we got to get to Sunday and we got to get a roundabout. I didn't think it would take this long, but that's not that big of a deal. Alright, everything's going to be fine. This might be a little clogged. They would think it's horrible. My parents would probably also think it's bad, but then again, maybe not. Look at them. Everything's getting clogged. Oh, just like I knew it would. Oh, just like I knew it would. Come on. We don't need this one. We don't need this one. This one's not important. That one's not important either. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold strong. Okay, I'm noticing that I did not get a roundabout, which is bad, and it's cringe and it's lame. However, we can add a bridge. A bridge can be fine. The problem is, how do we want to make this? How do you want to bridge this up? If I make it go, because here's the thing, these are all taken up by houses, which is inconvenient to say the least. I think roundabout truly is the move here. I just don't know. Let's just see how it goes. We'll call it as we see it, and then we'll be alright. I don't understand what the issue is. How are these guys not getting to these? Alright, come on. Go, go, go. Move, move, move. Alright, a lot of room over here. A lot of room to get moving. You all have ample room. All have enough time. Oh, this. Yeah, this is getting good. Alright, not quite a straight line, but it'll do. I think I found what must happen. That's not true. I don't have enough road tiles. However, if we maybe sever this, put this here, put that there, and then suddenly the yellow cars can go all the way through here to these, and the white cars can go up here for there. This might work. I hope it does. It should reduce the traffic flow just a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any more road tiles, so if anything else happens and it's out of my calculations, of which I think that's happening right now, things might be bad. Oh, there are too many of these. Connect. Go, go, go. Deploy, deploy, deploy. Oh, snap. Okay. How is this going? Yeah, I should have held out for a roundabout because now everything's getting bad. What's going on here? I don't love that. We're at the point where we need a motorway now because a roundabout won't fix anything. Let's think. Blues, purple. Why are purples here? Because purple's got to go this way. Ergo, if we can put purples in another way, then they don't need to be over here. Where are purples coming from? Purples are going from over here. Ergo, boom, they can now go this way. They don't need to go this way. That clears up traffic over in this end. Blue cars need to get all the way over here for this guy. That is a problem. That is rough. And then white cars need to funnel all the way through here to get up there, which is annoying and rough. That's definitely true. So how would we make that better? I could pipe. I could put a pipe right here. And then have it be right here. And then they'll go in all the directions that they need to. Alright. This might not be so bad. This might not be so bad. That should clear up the white. That should clear up the orange. The blues need to get there. I just don't know where else I'd put them. So that's not going to go away particularly soon. However, it should make... With the whites leaving and the purples leaving and the blues being the only ones to use this road as much, there's still a bunch of stuff going on through here, but that won't be as bad. Maybe it'll be fine. Okay, well I have no roads, and there's a purple thing right here. So things are not going according to plan on that front. However, now that there are less whites using this crux of the road, we can depend on the blues to get even farther to where they need to be. The problem is now these guys are filling up because there's so many purples moving. This needs to be connected, and this needs to be connected to a road. I need something here. What can I do with this amount of road tiles? Surely I can do a lot, but the problem is I just don't know. Also, this is abhorrent. I don't think I have anything here. Let's think. Let's think. Alright, you have all of this. This needs to be connected. Blues, reds, orange. What's happening here? The purples are infesting... They're infesting a line. So they're either all going to be over here, they're all going to be over here. This is annoying, but definitely dealable. Maybe how do I get them into here without it clogging everything up? I could just have it be a straight line, which it kind of is through here. Although I guess they think this one is shorter. Alright, so now the purples will clog this one back up again. What is that gonna do? The whites aren't gonna need it. That's gonna clog up this one right here, which is a bummer, but I'm gonna be honest. Now that I have a bunch of little blue cars, it shouldn't be that bad. I think this is the move. I think this is the path. Alright, the purples are gonna get going. The blues are gonna have enough room to go. Go. Deploy my blues. Deploy my blues. I need this to happen now, by the way. This can't wait. Fuck! This happens every time! Almost at 1,000, but not quite. That's a new best score. 955. I think I'm gonna throw in the towel. Getting a little hungry. This is more just a stream to chill out and to feel better after last stream. Last stream was kind of a fuck up. I think things went better. I don't know if I'll play Yakuza 0 tomorrow, but I'll either play Yakuza 0 or I'll play a new game. Alright, let me do the outro music. Yeah, we're outro musicing. Yeah! I wonder which one it's gonna fall on. Give it a minute. I wasn't listening to this song. I don't have it liked. I like this. This is a good ending song. I've just been chilling here the whole time building Lego figures. I appreciate that, Neil's a Clown. I'm glad I could be your background noise. Alright, well oh, hold on, I gotta turn this down. Alright, well thank you very much everyone for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. Yesterday was a bit of a bummer, that much is clear, but after, you know, failing repeatedly at many motorways, I'm feeling better. You seem much happier today and I am proud. Well, you know, yesterday was a hard day, but for every hard day, there's gotta be a good day in there some way. I made it so that the good day was today. Goodbye, Nails the Clown. Thanks for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Sorry for the interrogation earlier. I'll let you know about a Lego stream. I do have a Discord in the description if you want to hear about it. I'll at everyone when it happens. Or you know, you could just roll with it. Or you know, maybe you'll find it when you find it. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Jackson, Nails Clown, and everybody else. All right, I support the people who don't talk in chat. All right, shout out to the lurkers. Except for the broad circumstances I discussed earlier in the stream, but whatever. What are the other ones? I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on whatever time zone you happen to be in. And I hope that maybe I see you again tomorrow for some Yakuza 0, maybe? I don't know, maybe. Everybody voted on it. Goodbye!